Happy Sunday Eve. Happy holidays. It's Sunday evening. Like I said, my name is Chris Farah. Welcome to my channel, everyone. And brand new season of 90 Day Fiancé. Hi, before the 90 days. Season 5. It's so interesting because as I was watching on Discovery Plus, and this is, of course, season 5, episode 1, going into the new season, since I let it, play the super teaser of what's going to happen, it ended and then went right into the first season of Before the 90 Days, and it was the Darcy and Jesse season. Oh my God. I was like, oh, geez. It seemed like so long ago, and I heard Darcy be like, "Hi, I'm Darcy. I'm from Connecticut. I have 2 kids. Someone named something in Aspen, and I work in the fashion industry." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I have a clothing line called House of 11." And it's so interesting because what exactly is the international dating site that all these people meet people on? Like, is it Tinder? Like, it's so interesting because I'm like, what exactly is it? Because, for a lot of these, for women who say that they went on an international dating website, it's sometimes coupled with a sense, and I'll tell you who I'm talking about is really Memphis. Memphis, and what we'll talk about this new season, said it. And then as I listened to Darcy reintroduce herself, in my mind, but for her, in the Before the 90 Days that introduced her to us, she says, I went on an international dating website because I just wanted to see what was out there for me besides American men. American men just kind of was like over that, ha ha ha, and was just like sort of into like what's not American, hee hee, because I hate them over here, And so, which is sort of what Memphis said. But Memphis has a whole other situation. But isn't that so interesting? Because we're going to talk about Memphis and every other character here, and a little deep dive into their psychology. And Memphis has like she really like laid bare some vulnerability and understanding why she appreciates certain behaviors. And Darcy is also like arguably also like somewhat insecure, what I'm saying? God bless. Wants love so bad, and so perhaps from like an instability she had in her childhood. But here's the thing, like who didn't have, I mean, I don't know. If you didn't have some instability in your childhood, would you just like tell me? Or can we kind of say that like we all did or whatever? Like I know, like I did, like I had a lot of stability as well as some also instability. I have things that were also very stable about my life, and also like, I went to 3 different schools my 2nd and 4th grade year. 3 different schools. That's 6 moves just in between those 2 years. So what I'm saying? God bless. Oh no, why don't you wait for East Coast to finish watching? East Coast? Wait, East Coast started at 5 our time. Because East Coast was 8 o'clock West Coast time. So actually, I didn't finish for West Coast. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I just started. Hee hee hee. We're 3 minutes in, my loves. 3 minutes. 25 people here. So this is what I was planning, and yeah, obviously super excited about this premiere, and I'll tell you why. A, because your girl, me, likes new characters, and we have a plethora, yeah, a plethora of new characters. Yeah, a multitude of new characters, a myriad of new characters, and I love just like new ponies on the block that we can stare at, honey. Like it's going to like, I mean, I hate to say this, but like some sort of like reality character like exhibit, honey, and is going to like poke and prod at the new like installation pieces. I just said this as a comment in my private Facebook group, Vanity Farah, now on Facebook, when you want to know when I'm going to go live, that someone had posted a very astute comment. So I'll just read it because it's true, and you'll appreciate this, and then I can also call this person out. Oh, it's Magna Tufik. Watching Before the 90 Days, I feel like I'm seeing some copy and paste patterns with TLC, haha. 1, the North African Muslim guy. 2, the older white woman. 3, the weird white guy. 4, the hot Latina woman. What do you guys think? And I said, it's like a company of Commedia dell'arte characters play each season in a repertory theater. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it feels like exactly that, honey. There's just like all the stock types. They're all actors, and each season they cast them. They come out with like slightly different wigs, but we know him each one. We're like, oh, that one, and it makes us happy. Like I think like one of the is it Falstaff is no Falstaff is an English character, but it was who is the oh no, you know what I'm talking about because you're theater arts nerd. There's the Commedia dell'arte character with the big nose that like hangs down or whatever, and I forgot what they call him. God bless, but like he got all the laughs, you know. So you would just see him like he's like the Gonzo character. You would just like see that person with the big nose. You'd be like, that one. You know, we kind of do that a little bit, it's like with stars when we're just like, oh, Jack Black, we like him. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like that. But we don't always like these characters. We just like instantaneously recognize them and then know what's happening there, and that's what's happening there. You know. So anthology series, Stephen 2.0. Totally, we have Brittany and Yazin 2.0. I know. Isn't it just? I know. But there'll be tweaks and, you know, changes, and there'll be like, you know, secrets along the way. That super teaser really got me. Okay, so I love you guys. Jojo baby. I missed a little bit, but when I remember that you were going live, I need you to catch me up. Thanks, Chris. I mean, I thought it was a really good premiere. I think you should watch it. Now, we definitely like don't have all of the characters yet. We have two couples that, you know, we are being whatever. We have to like wait until we know them. But if you look at any of the articles that come out, the like meet the cast, premiere the cast articles, you know, we can see what's happening. There's kind of like a woman who's kind of like this woman is kind of like a reverse Tariq, who is like a white woman who like has always been really obsessed with Asian culture, and then just like, you know, her dude's Asian, you know. So and I think there's like another Christian guy who's like older, and he found like the love of his life, and it's like Christian, it's gonna work, and it's like also, you know, like she's really young, but it's gonna like work because Christian in Christ. So anyway, having said all of that, oh, hey Chris, I made it. Hey Yuli, thank God. So I love you. Thank you so much. So we're gonna have a long night ahead of us. Okay, I want to have like a little live-a-thon. It's only 7 now. Like I can go to at least 9. I have one whole thing of water, and like I really should have gotten that already filled up, but we'll see. You know, I might go grab some water at some point. But I'm ready to get in. So if you want to like, you know, share this on social media, I'll be going for a second. So, you know, if you're like on Twitter and you want to use a hashtag, which is like, why didn't I do that? Gosh darn it. Or, you know, whatever. I did put this on Vanity Fair. You know, I'm just saying like, I will be going and talking for a minute. So if that's something that you want to do, I'm just saying, go ahead and do it. You know, I really want to get in. Yay! Hi. Oh my God, look at those highlights. I feel like very similar to me. Deep. Okay. Hi. Oh, hot cocoa bang bang. I'm dead. Look at that face. Oh my God, I want to kiss it. Sorry, is that weird? Okay, so here we go. New season. Okay, so let's start with Kim and Usman. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? You know, it's like, what would you rather have? If you're gonna have, I said like everyone's new blood, then I forgot about Usman. Sorry about that. But if you're gonna have like someone come back like an Usman, like, does it make you happy at least that he's with someone new? Hi. This is a still I grabbed from Twitter of him in his new music video. Now this is called something. I don't know what it was called, but he is currently making the song Zara, a video for the music Zara, which Zara is a beautiful name and for a woman's name. But the whole time, of course, and you and I were both like the clothing line, honey, I would sing a song to Zara. Zara is such, I mean, for what it is, like fast fashion, and I get it, like designs that I don't know can like, I think stand the test of time, that if you like really go through, you can find some quality pieces. So but having said that, I can't believe he's back on, and it's a very interesting situation and already quite different from Baby Girl Lisa. And if you remember, by first episode of Baby Girl Lisa, it was like a known thing that like she was like Memphis, honey, taking those clothes off, and he was all about it, and they were going to bone. I mean, he was gonna dig in, honey, like to her caves, honey, like a miner with absolutely no headset on. no protective light, no gloves, no digging gloves. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just going down, honey. I would say head first, obviously. And it's a different thing, with Kim, which I feel bad about a little bit. And it's like, I don't know if that's like what it's kind of like. She already is 100% like, I'm not baby girl Lisa. Like, it's totally different from me. Like, my whole job when I get there is to make sure that he knows that, like, I'm different than her. And she's a little bit like a pick me girl. All right, whatever. But you know that at this point, I'm like, well, did she watched the whole season? That's why she was a fan of this person. She's such a fan of him because she is, like you and I, a person that watches the show. So she knew about baby girl Lisa. So she watched as he told baby girl Lisa how he was going to just like get inside her. And baby girl Lisa was like, yeah, go in, just like go. You know what I'm saying? So she knows all that as a woman. And now to her, he's like, I don't know. I don't know. We don't have to say, but no, we don't. We're not going to stay in the same room. No, 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 no. And that can't feel great. That can't feel great. Can't feel good. I mean, I'm saying I can't feel great. I'm just being honest of like, if I watched I mean, I wouldn't, but well, okay, let me think about this. Let's break it down. If you watch someone that you were really into, having already flirted and have a relationship with someone, like you were friends with, I don't know, had privy to watching this person interact with a romantic interest of theirs before or whatever before you, and you can see that they are sexually a sexual person. I mean, a hot, bothered sexual person that doesn't let anything stand in their way, protection-wise or plastic-wise. And then you date that person, and that person is very like, "Hands off, honey. No, 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 no. I am just, I'm good." It's like from afar, let's see how it is. Let's sniff it out. Let's just like sleep. I mean, far away from each other, definitely different rooms. Not even different beds, not even like the same bed, different rooms. And I'd be like, you know what? Should we get like separate beds? Just like no different rooms. If it, and, I feel like he'd do a different hotel if he could. I am so happy to see you, and so happy to see. Oh wait, did he stay in the same? Wait, I can't talk. Did he stay in the same room with baby girl Lisa? Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah, he did, right? Yeah, 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 right. Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone. That makes me really, really happy. Okay. So let's get in. Other things about Kim that we cannot not talk about. Okay, so she's very loyal, and we learned that, I think, under the guise of the fact that honey, remains to this day, no matter what she learns or what could possibly deter her from it, she remains an ardent Michael Jackson fan. Now, I mean, whatever you want to think about Michael, I mean, she is a fan of Michael Jackson and of his talent, his artistry, genius and talent. And those he was very talented. I mean, very talented man, from boy to man. Just from like child to man. He, and so she appreciates that artistic genius, the dancing, the singing. Yeah, honey, she has a fedora that she says is worth $9,000 that she said he wore and he signed. I mean, he didn't wear it, did he? No, 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 no. There was just a time when like Quincy Jones or someone was just like, hey, Michael, just for like $100,000 each, just like sign a bunch of these hats, or whatever. I don't know, 100,000. Like that seems like it would go down in value. I don't know. Just sign a bunch of these hats. You know what, Michael? Don't worry about it. He was like, hey. And then he was like, Michael's assistant, just like sign a bunch of those hats. Michael just like brief on him. Like so she shows the camera the hat. We, are like looking in the hat. She's like, is there any makeup? Is there a Jerry curl? We're like, okay, She was there. She was probably one of the people that, like, fainted, like, at a concert. Like, she really loves him, and so she's loyal because she still loves him, honey. Doesn't not love him. She's a professional fan. He could dance. Yeah, he absolutely um, yeah. So, she even has, like, a crazy tattoo, honey, and the tattoo, like, says, like, "My Mikey." My Mikey, which is so funny because LOL is like, I know I have a really good friend, one of my best friends is named Mike, and, I have a really good friend, one of my best friend's name is Michelle, and so Michelle and me will, like, call Mikey, like, "My Mikey," or whatever, it's just like, like, I was like, I don't know. Anyway, and so I've never in my life ever thought about calling Michael Jackson Mikey. Mikey Jackson, Mikey? No, not in a billion years. Like, he's not a Mikey to me at all. He's not a Mickey, not a Mikey, he's not a Mike Jackson. Like, I'll tell you this right now, my dad's name is Michael. My dad's name is Michael. He calls himself Mike or Michael Farah, and I just don't even think about, like, Michael Jackson is so not even, like, it's only Michael. Mike Jackson, could you imagine? Did he go by Mike? Mikey? Were people like, "Mikey," and he was like, "Yes." I mean, was that what happened? My Mikey? I'm only asking, like, was that a thing? And I just don't know about it. Yeah, she definitely stands MJ, honey. I mean, she knows she's just like, "I'm loyal," like in a very, like, Italian Sopranos thing, but we knew what that meant. Um, so, we learn more about Kim. She lives with her mom, who she is her mom's primary caretaker, and a bunch of cats. God bless. And she has a son, honey, and she was married. And that man, that her, the father of her son, he cheated on her left and right. I mean, with a bevy of women. She couldn't like even keep him straight. Like when they started coming out of the woodwork, honey, like roaches. And he was like a roach master, like, whatever. Just when you shine the light, honey, they all scatter. So, ooh, she's a hot ass son. I mean, I took a picture. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, no, that's, wait. I thought I did. Oh, yeah. That son's very cute. I mean, what a cutie patootie. This one's name is Jamal. She's just like, Jamal, she calls him on the phone. She's like, "You look so handsome today." And he's like, "Mom, you always say that." She's like, well, she has eyes. That's why. Look at those teeth. Yeah, she has eyes, Jamal. That's why. Also, like, she's your mom. She's probably like, "I can't help it. I'm your mom. It's not because I'm just your mom." And it's like, I want you to know, Kim, it's not just because you're his mom. You made it beautiful. I mean, yeah, Jamal looks hot. Your mom does look hot. I'm so sorry that you had to like deal with that like cheating man. Ugh. So, but it does make me upset, right? Because she is like a character that we would have empathy for, honey, but she's actually, bananas crazy because she watched that whole season of Usman and then went onto Instagram, just DM'd him, probably pictures of her boobs. Well, I don't know. Because he doesn't seem like interested in her boobs. But I said that because, we watched the tell all together, and that's what I guess everyone does. They all like, and pick me people. And then like they were, the stars answered back to who they were. I don't know how she grabbed his attention. I wonder what was hers. Like, did he just write back to a bunch of people? Like, what could she have possibly said that was like, I'll take that one? Like, I don't know. Pictures of her wallet. I mean, no. So that's what Lala said, Lala Lupe. So we'll just see. I just don't know about that one, but we do know that she goes and has like a beach day with her friends, and her friends I literally are named Alyssa and Vanessa, and I almost want to be like, those are like Alyssa, Vanessa. It's too many like. How many S's do you need in like so many names? It's like Alyssa and Vanessa, like as a pair, like if you were playing Wheel of Fortune and they were the answer and you guessed S, you would get so much money. Like, I'm just saying, if you happened to be playing Wheel of Fortune and you landed on the $1 million slot and you guessed S. You know, you would think you would get $4 million, but you don't. You just get to pick up the $1 million thing and then you put it down. And I think you then have to win the whole game and maybe you get the $1 million. And I think if you win definitely the end, and you might have to win something else. You don't even come back. Like it's not like it feels like if you're playing Wheel of Fortune and you know you land on the $1 million thing, if you guess a letter and there's more than one, you just win how many $1 million. And by the point, they can absolutely afford that. That show's been on TV for 1 billion years. They can afford like so much money. They can give every watcher $1 million. They're still fine. So, but I like her friends Alyssa and Vanessa because she sits down with her hoops, honey, her mask, and they're like, you know, the bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. And they all just like that kind of like guttural laugh. You know, there's this guttural laugh of like friends happens twice on this episode in such a way that it made me feel like, oh, those are real friends, and that feels real. And I feel like I'd be having fun if I was in that circle. And happens between those two girlfriends in that moment in the hoe line, what I just told you, and Kim, and then later on with Memphis and her friends when they're shopping for Memphis's lingerie. Her two friends like laugh in the corner in such a way that I was like, oh, honey, is there some champagne at that lingerie place? I feel like, you know, like you guys are just going to go have fun somewhere. That sounds fun. By the way, we're going to get in that lingerie. I liked it. So she lets her friends know about the fact that Usman isn't so much into like being with her right away, like in any sort of like physical capacity or physically in the same room capacity kind of thing, and how he's making this song Zara about another person, and kind of like just some things about that. And then they're like, oh, okay, that's how do you feel about that? She's like, I don't know it, you know, whatever. And then he's like, also, you know, like we've been talking and, you know, we've talked about some things. And he's like, they're like, yeah, like what? He's like, what happens, you know, like if he wants kids, and she's like, Kim's like, well, he definitely wants kids, you know, definitely wants kids. And I don't, you know, I don't want them, can't have them, don't want them anymore. I'm done. So I would be okay if he got married to another woman and had kids with them. And her friends, Alyssa, Vanessa, the sisters, as friends, you know, are just like, no, you wouldn't. You say that now, but you would absolutely with just their own relationship. You're gonna be okay with his own relationship with someone. She's like, well, I really respect his culture, you know, so I think it's okay. Honey, then she gets up and starts crying. She runs to the ocean, honey, just like almost dives in. I don't even know, like Ariel, but not really, you know, she's not really. But then like they have to like go comfort her. And I really feel bad. But I also feel like Kim didn't prepare for this scene. Because Kim, you've watched, as we've said, this show before. So, girl, you know what this is. You're the comedic arte character. You know that you're gonna have a scene before you go where you have your friends be like, what? No, no, come is that what you're gonna do? Have you thought once, twice, 3 times and no? Like, you know, like, have you but tell us about this guy again? And every time they talk about it, you know, it's like it could be whatever. In this case, I've obviously know she knows what he looks like because she was a fan, stan, as we said. But like, you know, this is a time in which any character says whatever crazy scary thing like, oh, I haven't really met this person in real life, and nor have I been able to video chat because they're shy. And that's when the friends are like, or I just, you know, have to help this person financially every month with some thousands of dollars, you know, where the friends are like, you know, like this scene just happens a lot. But, you know, Kim didn't prepare, honey. So she has like, oh, my gosh, I moved my chat. She had literally a mental breakdown. Sir Anthony, that's so nice. Thank you so much. That's really lovely. I really appreciate you. And thank you for that super chat. I know he's the best. I know he's a generous sir. Look how lovely he is. Thank you so much. Hope all is well. Just like the gentleman of the chat. I mean, truly. A man has entered the room. I just for the first time watched Gone with the Wind, by the way. That my like Southern gentility, which is a movie I've never seen before, and truly I watched it because I was on a plane that was gonna be like 6 hours, and so I was just like, "What's the longest movie?" And it was that. And, boy, that movie is crazy. That movie is it's Kim crazy. It's as crazy as this Kim character, but in different ways. Um, so anyway, thank you so much again, Sir Anthony. I really appreciate it. And you're so much more lovely than Rhett. But I mean, it's so nice to have a real gentleman in the conversation. So again, Kim loses her mind by the sea. Her friends like go and comfort her. She's like, I would like someone to be on board. I would like just like not everyone to be so negative. And that's when we're just like, girl, but you're on the show, and it's also crazy. And you like, like Usman, and we know him already, like, and you do too. So come on. Um, she just says it's been a lot. And then she like has this breakdown where I mean, I felt for her because, I am so sensitive, truly. I'm like a little like I'll cry at a Hallmark movie. But she's like, "I don't know if I'm comfortable with any of this, and yes, I'm scared to death." And I really felt her because she was just like trying to be so strong and but like, you know what it is and which is so annoying. This is what's so sucky. When you actually like someone, or at least I haven't been in a situation, well, you actually like someone, you feel that chemistry and you feel like the danger of like, what if this person like isn't into you, or what if, you do have that like, I would like to be strong about it. I'd like to know what's supposed to happen, but the truth of the matter is, I mean, I don't. I mean, I would like to say that I have found like many situations where I've been so truly into someone who's also happened to make me feel really secure, but that hasn't happened. But in this situation, I don't know. I think that love in itself, and especially infatuation, and especially early on in attraction and in relationships, you do have this like capacity to just be fearful out of your goddamn mind because it could totally be shitty. And I like this person. And I already know that I like this person. I really like people. So really, no, nothing is comfortable in this moment. No, I feel uncomfortable. I think that there is this unfortunate truth where every great thing requires some amount of work and or struggle and or discomfort to ascertain. I haven't found a thing that is worthy without having a degree of that amount of struggle and sacrifice, whatever it means. I don't know it, where it's just been pounding pavements or time or energy or practice or whatever it is, some combination of all of it, plus, again, sacrifice, where it didn't require more than I would want to give for anything for this thing that ended up being a great thing in my life. And I think that, like, probably relationships and love is that way too. So, but then also you have to, so it's like you have all that and that like it's scary and you have to do all that. At the same time, you're supposed to be able to balance like red flags and feeling like what do I need to work on, as opposed to what does this person need to work on, and what should I let go of as preconceived notions, and what should I chase as my own happiness, and what is actually good for me, and what should I like not do, like I think that when you're in it, like in the middle of it, those things become super hazy. Like those boundaries become, I mean, indiscernible. And for some reason, it's sometimes easier when you're outside looking in to be like, why don't you see that? That is a line right there. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's a, yeah, like it's a discernible thing that's this A or B, black or white. But when you're standing there, it's like, what are you talking about? It's all gray. Nothing is black and nothing is white. It's almost, it's truly a phenomenon. And I guess it's like a psychological one, but I would really like to read up on it. It Why is it easier to see someone else's life from afar when it's your life? And I feel like irregardless of your own intelligence level, and sometimes irregardless to your own like awareness level. I don't know. Truly horrible. How hard it is to like know and love oneself, and then to get that in your own life, love one else. But Here's Kim trying, truly. So let's talk about people we don't know yet. So we don't know Mike and Hamina, which I'm really sad about. So there are two gents on the show, and one's name is Gino, who we'll talk about, and one's name is Mike, the Mike we don't know yet. And boy, do they have a similar vibe. Eyes a little too close. And that's mean. And personalities that were like, oh, we could see how you would join a cult or fall for some sort of nefarious, manipulative mastermind because you are prime for the picking. You are. Anyway, so that's how I even feel about Mike, just seeing his picture, and I don't know him yet. And Hamina, from also the super teaser, Hamina just seems like, honey, she is not. She did he catfish her? She seems like she's not into him 100%, 100 bits. Oh, I want to look back. Can't see. Love is blind, but why? Can't see the forest for the trees. Isn't that so crazy? We gotcha. Your homeowners all involved in someone else's story. Yeah. That's a whole thing, Venus. Like a whole other part of it is like hormones and psychology. I know it's going to like go back and forth. The whole other thing, right? Is the chemical compounds and chemical reactions happening inside of us at any given time, and how we are in fact or arguably ruled by them. Hamina is not the one that leaves him at the airport. I feel like that is this person named Ben and Mahogany, right? Or was that Ella and Johnny? Maybe we have 3 people we haven't known yet. I don't know. Okay, we'll get into it. Delusion is blind. Love is seeing the truth and so liking them enough to stay. Okay, delusion is blind. Yeah. Love is seeing the truth and so liking. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what you're saying. I think that in this situation, this is not love. What we're talking about. When I'm talking about, I don't think that I don't know if we have any love yet. Maybe Caleb and Alina. I think that maybe, and we haven't met every couple yet, but from what I see of the couples, like none of these people look like love to me. Not at all. But it's totally hormones and pheromones. Yeah. Hormones. Yeah. There was like some book I was supposed to read, and I think it did this thing, and you guys do this thing too, is your Kindle, if you have a Kindle, is your Kindle just full of samples? I'll do this thing where I'm like, I gotta read this thing, and I'll just send a sample to my Kindle, then I'll like open my Kindle and be like a bunch of samples. And there's some book I'm supposed to read about like dating or love or whatever that is basically like all about the chemistry, literal chemistry of love. They both have the somewhat lovable dope on the surface, but they do creepy, weird stuff on the side, in my honest opinion. Yeah. No, that's a great, honest opinion. Yeah. No, where you just, both guys look like, well, they look like soulmates. I mean, I'm a tell-all. These two should meet, honey, if they don't know each other, and they should be best of friends. They look like they would be real close, honey, spend every holiday together, I love Alina and her band. I know we're going to get into it. Well, her band is interesting. I have the lyrics. Okay, so, all right. So I talked a lot about Kim and Usman. So I can't believe he's back. But by the way, this whole time, this premiere, baby girl Lisa watched it, right? And is baby girl Lisa like, I can't believe this bitch. She watched my season. She wanted to be me, and now she's not gonna love you raw. Like I just feel like baby girl Lisa is watching this or whatever. And she's also like, Lisa, I have a song. I mean, I think that Kim is jealous that baby girl Lisa had a song. That's why Kim is like, it's weird that you are having a whole video for a new song for a woman and it's not baby girl Kim. It's weird that it's not baby girl Kim. It should be baby girl Kim. You said it's Zara, which is I mean, a mall store I haven't gone into. But anyway, so okay, so yeah, new people we don't know yet. Okay, I'm gonna save. Should I go into Memphis and Hamza or Caleb and Alina? I'm gonna go into Caleb and Alina. Usman's girlfriend said she could have another girlfriend to have a baby with. Yeah, wife, a whole wife. Baby girl Lisa better be at the tell all. Oh, she is. Absolutely. And if baby girl Lisa knows anything, which she does knows a lot of things, baby girl Lisa's going to be running her mouth on Instagram like nobody's business right now, trying to stir up drama or whatever. Like if I was baby girl Lisa, I'd be like literally posting my nudes everywhere, being like, he wanted this and he didn't want you, like, because what else does she honestly have? Okay. Caleb and Alina. So Caleb, which by the way, I love the name Caleb and I always have. It's like my whole like John Steinbeck East of Eden fetish. Like, oh my God, like I've said this before, I'm sure on a live, like how hot James Dean is as Caleb in East of Eden, the movie. Oh my God. I like the name Caleb, always have. It's just like I think it's a hot name, and this is a very interesting Caleb. Like he is very muscular, honey, very strong, which I was really happy about because yeah, he can lift things like wheelchairs, and I. Spoiler alert! I love Caleb and Alina. I like them, and I'm gonna root for them. I want them to be together. They have an adorably cute story. So anyway, God bless. Now here's the thing: Caleb is. Oh, you know what? I forgot about putting up any pictures. Isn't that horrible of me? Did I miss anything? Oh, of Kim? Oh, I'm sure I did. Like, I forgot to show you Kim's got stupid Usman shirt. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, but whatever. So, honey, let's look at. There's our boy Caleb. Now, Caleb is just like enjoying that time, honey, running amongst the cactus in Arizona in what looks like long black jeans. I'm always just like running shirtless. Oh, sorry. Running shirtless. Ha ha ha. Memphis are coming. Running shirtless in long black pants makes not any sense to me. I mean, no. Okay, so the story is he's interesting what looks like kind of misty woo woo soul, honey. He's like like into, well, again, as I said, running in black jeans amongst cactus in Arizona, with a man bun, honey, and also meditation, magic, tarot, burning that sage, honey. And you're just like, I mean, those are all things. He charges his crystals, I'm sure. He's sometimes with all of that, it's like, okay, well, like, what is all of that trying to balance? What, like, in what seems like some sort of anxiety or trauma in some way? Like, what is all of that counteracting? Enough to, like, there's one thing to like do little things here and there as a ritual, but to like open your whole segment with it is just like telling. So he, like, when he was like 15, and I think they're like 28 now or something. I should have looked. I'm sorry. I don't know how old anyone is. Met Alina on social media. Like later on, she says that she just added a bunch of people to like practice her English. And then Caleb was one of them. And Caleb was like, okay, when he was like 15. And they talked a little bit and they just like went back and forth and they really enjoyed, conversation at that time. And what happened was years later, they get out of touch and he joins one of them international dating websites, as they do. And he like is going through the profiles and there's Alina. And he's like, and so they reconnect. And, because they've, I think, had this like internet teen love, which it was so funny because they're like quite younger than me. And so like I was like, oh my God, I can't imagine like reconnecting with someone that I talked with when I was 15. Because when I was 15, the internet just came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine reconnecting with someone. I don't even remember who I talked to, like, when I was, like, 15, like, in an AOL chat room or, like were these people, like, they were 15, were they on MySpace? Or was it only it was, like, it was 15 years ago on Facebook. They must have still been Facebook friends. That must have been what happened. They must have, like, met on Facebook 15 years ago, And when he saw her on the dating website, he must have just checked Facebook and been like, Alina, is that you? And she must have been like, yeah, it's me. And they must have just reconnected, you know? Lisa, well, I mean, MySpace, I mean, like, it wasn't Friendster, you know? So he's burning his intention letter to the universe. I know, I love that. The drawing he did is bananas, but so we go to Alina, honey, and Alina is getting some sexy burlesque pictures done. She is like wearing one of those like I love this kind of look, like a pearl bodysuit look. I have this like pearl thing that I wear on top of things that I really really like. But it has those My Fair Lady kind of like draped sleeves that make me really really happy. And she is posing her ass off. You know, she's like in this like photo shoot, giving angles, giving face, giving looks, and she just is like, "I like myself, I love my body, I feel love my sexuality, I was born, you know, like, being, what's called a version of being a little person, a version of dwarfism that, you know, like, growing into the woman I am now, and I've accepted exactly who I am, and, which I could you know, obviously is a process and journey that everyone takes. And especially if you could, like, go on and be like, "In this body and to feel my sexuality," like, I think that, you know, the burlesque acceptance for women kind of parallels a little bit of, like, maybe, like, sometimes I think, a belly dance class or, you know, even maybe, like, a little bit of a strip class, you know, and that kind of movement-based powerfully feminine sexual place that if for whatever reason you haven't been able to like fully stand in, those modalities can like help you like get into that space and sort of like find your comfortable seat in it, and then you can like, you know, I think that those are really good. I think that those three things are really good for people. I'm so in love with Alina, and her acceptance of her body is so empowering. Absolutely. There was no Facebook 15 years ago. There had to have been because Facebook was, yeah, I think there was. What year is it? Wait, was there not? What year? Okay, I'll find out right now for you. Okay, let me look. What year did Facebook start? 2004. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's 18 years. That's how long it took. It's 18 years. 12 years. 2005. Okay, even if it started in 2005, we're in 2021. That's 16 years. Are you using a calculator? Yeah. I got 18. Okay, I mean baby booze, I got 18. So yeah, no, I just went 2021. I don't give a how, you know, nuh-uh. I'm bad at everything. I mean, no. That's 17 years. I got 17 years, okay? 17 years. So yeah, they could have. Listen, maybe it was MySpace. I don't know, my babies. But yeah, I hate math, okay? And especially I'm not gonna like do math live without using a calculator. My God. I get like, you know, even if things I should know, like for instance, and this is, you know, not the greatest, but like I almost use Waze to get me almost every place just because I like to kind of like look down and just know. I think that this is my version of I like to be told what to do sometimes. That's what I have to do it myself. Um, So anyway, feeling herself, honey. Not only is she like in that burlesque situation, which I highly recommend, and those other modalities if you want to sit in your feminine energy and space. She also has a band that's called the BFF band, and it's her and her BFFs, and she sings such hits as "My P Word Got Wi-Fi." Well, I hates that word so much. I wonder what she's gonna talk about when she's gonna really, really hate that song. I know she is. But she's gonna like Alina, but she's gonna hate that song. Um, these are some of the lyrics, and I tried to write them down, and this is what I got so far. I want to feel a message logging in your body, feeling the vibration. Soon through my browser access, he's like unrejected. They're horrible. It's horrible. It's really bad. This is not good music. Honey, listen, one thing about Chris Farah, my name, is I'll tell you what's real. I'll tell you the truth. Don't quit your day job. Alina, I 100%, you're going to be like, you can be a burlesque star if you want, but like that singing life isn't for you, nor is the lyrics writing for you. Now, listen, you can tell me that maybe that wasn't your genre and you were singing someone else's songs and lyrics, and then I'll give you one more chance to really wow me with your voice. But I know I'm like a little, Simon Cowell about it. I don't need no more time. But you know what? I know of this amazing comedian named Celine Luna, and she is a burlesque little person that works in the Dita Von T show. You know what I'm saying? Alina, I'm 100% supportive and down for your burlesque career, especially at the price of your music career. No. That song could be a kawaii anime hit if sung by a Japanese pop idol. A kawaii anime hit? What the hell? What is a kawaii anime hit? Wait, first of all, I know what those words are. That's why I'm like, okay, I know what kawaii is. I don't know why I keep saying the kawaii, but that's how you would say it, God bless, because you're supposed to pronounce every syllable when you speak Hawaiian, by the way. That's why when you go to Hawaii, they go Hawaii, Hawaii, kawaii, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. But I know where the word anime is. Yeah, because I watched Sailor Moon. We know about that. I know the word hit. Oh my God. Oh, cute. Just means cute? Really? I never knew that. I never knew it. Yeah, she can't sing, honey, and that band is bad. And her friends look not. It's just like kind of a messy mess show. I mean, no one would take that seriously, honey. Like that was like bad everything. That looked like. I just if that video came out of me, I would just be like, oh, I was drunk. No, it was just a little like variety show, a little fun variety show, like that's why the lyrics don't really make sense. Just like threw it together like 5 minutes before the show. So that's not like anything that I'm trying to do for real in my life. She gotta do something else. So our girl Alina also says that she likes tall guys. Girl A, join the club. B, no. Here's the thing. No matter who you are, if you are smaller than me as a woman, and I'm 5'8", you get to date someone 5'8" and shorter. That's what you get. I mean, it's not that you get. It's just like, that's fine for you. You're tall. It's comparable. Your height. I mean, you can't. I mean, don't take away super tall men from me. Okay, that's rude. No, it's rude. But at the same time, like it's relative. So I don't know how tall Caleb is. So I mean, like, if Caleb is like 5'6", okay, he's still probably tall. I mean, he can. He's good, right? Okay, I didn't know that Kauai wasn't a Hawaiian word. You would think it was because, it's basically A, island in Hawaii, and also B, the same word as Hawaii, except with a different letter. I don't think Caleb is tall. He looks smaller in stature. Oh, wow, you're tall. No, it's true. I just got measured yesterday or on Friday when I went to the doctor's office, and I'm 5'8". No, I'm like a tall glass of water. So we get also like to meet Alina's parents, who are just like obviously lovely but also very worried about her. And like, because they treat her like a child, but they also treat her other sister like a child, but they're also just like super, worried about their girl, and like this other shitty thing happened where she met this other dude online or no, she met this other dude, I think, yeah, online, and then he came in real life, right? And they like hung out and they had like a great time, and she just like put like all of her like feelings, like, honey, she wore them on the sleeve and then just like jumped out of her sleeve and onto like his sleeve, honey, and then like he just like left. And then she was like, I need some of those feelings back. Ha ha ha. So she went to South Africa where he lived, and he just never met up with her. Like, gave her, like, a bunch of, like, shitty excuses. So, like, it really hurt her, and her parents just, like, don't want her to be hurt again. Oh my god, their baby girl. So, like, she, like, tells him that she's gonna go meet Caleb or whatever, and they're just, like, worried. They're like, "Okay." Because the whole thing is, like, Russia. We know this because of, Stephen and Alina. No. Isn't that weird? I just thought about that. We have 2 Russian Alinas, honey, who have to go to Turkey. We have 2 runaway Russian Alinas, honey, to go into Turkey, and we don't want them to, like, have a turkey and a mate. So, um, so basically, yeah, I just realized that, Alina's name is Alina of Stephen, and I had realized that Stephen and her, just like that couple, were gonna go to Turkey, so truly. Um I mean, this Caleb, we just don't know about exactly, because he seems kind of like he's just gonna like draw something and meditate about it and like burn the thing, like, and we really want someone good and stable for our Alina. Now we like some qualities of Caleb, like I like his arms. And I am happy that those arms can lift things like wheelchairs. And I like the fact that they obviously have known each other for a long time and hopefully have like shared goals and dreams and talk maybe late at night in some sort of like way when they were in their youth, that like maybe they had inside jokes that now when they talk about, they can like bring them up again and just all make sense. I don't want Caleb to be just a person like on the journey to find himself and then realizes that on his selfish journey to find himself, that he has gotten the hopes and loves of someone that is truly special, and he doesn't have the capability to give it back. Like, that's a huge fear that I just gave breath, like, for our Alina to have to deal with, and I think that's something that her parents don't want to have happen. So, they have a conversation where Alina's like, "Okay, Caleb, have you ever dated a little person before, or someone who, like, has some, like, mobility issues, and do you know what that entails?" And he's like, "I think so, maybe. I don't know." And she's like, "No, here." It's like, "Okay, you think about that there's things you think about all the time and do. Just because I have to literally get from point A to point B, and I'm moving in a world that was not made for people like me, and all the things were made for people like me. The ramps and the whatever, the stairs everywhere. I mean, the tiny stairs with only like 3 feet up for a human foot to go down. I mean, this world isn't like always accessible. And there's lots of people like me, so truly it's like disheartening. Anyway, this is a conversation that I don't know if she had with him, but Caleb should think about. So he's like, "Well, just like figure it out. When we're like, we'll come to that place when every place happens." He just like he tries to give the best answer he can, but there is something that is also innately like immature about him that I can't put my finger on. He feels like a guy that should be in college for like 6 years. And like 4 of those years would be like in different like art majors. Um, oh yeah. He seems like God, he seems flaky. Oh gosh, her parents will let me know. He seems flaky, yes. And then I agree. The accessibility and airport points, safety points are very good ones, of course. Um, it was like I think you want to be like, I'll just carry you everywhere, and that's that is like in one part nice to say, but I think that she wanted like some sort of understanding that there might be more than he's envisioning. And I think that she's smart for laying a groundwork caution. And it's interesting to me that she felt the need to, because he hasn't been, I guess, super securing in that, or hasn't given her the idea that he knows about that kind of stuff. And I will just say that it sort of reminds me of like when you sit like in an exit row. It's the kind of warning you have to give someone who's going to sit in the exit row. It's a special row. You get certain privileges. And Alina's a special girl. You're going to get certain privileges. But when you need to be able to help out. You got to work these things right here. You're going to get extra leg room, but you got to work it out too, you know? So, Gino and Jasmine. Oh no, I'm gonna go to Memphis and Hamza, and then I'll go to Gino and Jasmine. Obviously, I want to save Gino and Jasmine for the last part. I don't even know what to tell you about that one. Yeah. So my final thing I'll say about this couple is I really want them to work. I would like them to work. Also, what is this sweater he's wearing? Why does it look like there's just like a bunch of stains on it? Or is that just the sweater? But oh my God, I love this like pink princess, like Aurora top that she's wearing. I- God, I hope it works out. Okay, so my booby boos, let's go to Memphis and Hamza. So Memphis is 34 from a place called, I mean, Miss Gaga, Michigan. I don't even know what she said, honey. I mean, like that was I was like, where's that? I don't never heard of it, but like she's hot and she's accomplished because she has, I mean, moved through like a bunch of stuff to like be like an independent, educated woman who has just like her life working for her and her for kids. So pretty much, I'm gonna crack my back. Memphis had like a hard home life. Her mom had a whole drug addiction, like a whole one, you know, and her mom like doesn't really probably remember parts of it and also deals with a lot of shame about it. And Memphis's dad wasn't in the picture. I think she said that he might have been in and out of being incarceration. I'm not quite sure. But she had to go to 12 different foster homes. I mean, my God, and you just want to hug. And you just want to, first of all, you just love that kind of person. You just like want to hug her. You're just like, my God, God bless. That's a lot. That's a lot at such a young age to be going into those new situations over and over again. I can't imagine what it does to someone. You know, like I had such a great childhood, and we all have like, you know, things that come up. Like I told you just now, like early on in this lab, that I went to like 3 different schools my second and fourth grade year. And that was like intense, right? I mean, not as intense as what we're talking about with 12 different foster homes. I do know what it's like to like have to like get up, brand new situation, get up, brand new situation to a little bit of this degree in a time that is a period of growth, and you don't know everything yet, and you don't understand how things work. So Memphis, in her lack of stability, in the fact that she persevered and pushed through that and has had 2 children and doesn't have like their dads in the picture, so she got a degree and just like works her ass off and like provides for her kids. She has the trauma there that probably hasn't been worked through. And in dating, I'm sure that she has attachment issues. It's like the attachment avoidant situation, right? Where when you attach and you have that need to feel secure that someone's not going to leave you or doesn't like you or whatever. You love being checked if you love being checked in on, and you love the validation that communication provides. Consistent communication. Consistent communication and like is something hard to like get in any sort of like modern dating situation, and especially amongst Americans, I think. And Memphis was able to rely on that feeling of comfort and security from this relationship that she has with Hamza, who is Tunisian, honey. I think, yeah, Hamsi means five. Hamza means something else. I think Hamza means, I'm not quite sure what Hamza means. I don't know why I pretend to even know anything about Arabic. I really don't. Um, Honey, again, she goes on that international dating app is how she meets him. And I don't know what dating app that is, but like, you know what? Should we all try it? Just kidding. Um, he texts every morning, good morning. And that is basically, besides that and the word sexy time, all he has. And that is enough for her. You know how like the Ellie and Victor situation was this situation where we could see how Ellie would want and need to not feel lonely. And so she makes the choices she makes to not feel lonely. That's sort of like how I feel about the Memphis situation, where she makes choices based upon her feeling of security because she desperately wants to not feel insecure. And like, I'll be honest, to a small degree, I get that. Don't you? Like, don't you get both of those things? Of course we do. We all know what it's like to feel lonely. We all know what it's like to feel insecure. So, no, I'm not saying either one of us would be into just getting like, good morning, sexy time, question mark, and waiting for that, but whatever. One thing Memphis has over Kim, honey, is sexy time with Hamza, which means that Hamza wants every part of Memphis, and who doesn't? Memphis gives us a show lingerie shopping with her friends. Her friends look super cool and fun. I mean, they have in my look, I mean, that has had that energy where like some friends are horrible on the show. And like I said, the same friends, Alyssa and Vanessa, who aren't, like as fun, but the way they laugh, like I said, the way those two people laugh and the way that Memphis's friends laugh in this lingerie store, I'm like, I'll definitely go have drinks with you. Memphis's body is banging. She has like just natural boobies and just she's hot, and they go to this like lingerie place, and like it's so interesting because there's like this new breed of lingerie that's like the panels, it's like mesh, and then just like like she picks it up at first, and at one point I'm like, wait, try that on, I suppose what it looks like, but it's like nude mesh panels and just like black outlines of whatever, like just like the I had negative space underwear, negative underwear. I mean, what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing a good job of like describing it, but it looked hot. And then, but she also just comes out of the dressing room and it looks like bridal lingerie. And I was like, too soon. Um, so every time that we have an American woman and a man from the Arab countries, I'm always and that person is, like, already doing sexual things with that man in any sort of way, like, that man, like, gets to talk to that woman about sexual things and or that man has seen that woman's naked body. I'm always so shocked. And I don't know if I should be shocked or not, because I've never lived in Arab countries, and I would think in my mind that those men never get that from those women. But am I just being ignorant, and do they? Like, yeah, I don't think they do, right? Because there's certain obviously modesty principles, especially in like Islamic countries, and if you are a woman who subscribes to that, hopefully consensually, which a lot of women do consensually subscribe to obviously Islam and then obviously, and then love a hijab and love being modest. And then there's going to be, as there are like facets of any sect of a population, women who are Islamic and love a hijab, but also are sexual beings and make choices at night that are different than what they present in the day. So, or is there women who don't, whatever there is. Like, how often would Hamza be getting sexy time from like women of his own country? I wonder. That's what I want to know. The language barrier is always a red flag. Sexy time with a headscarf and a shower cap. The shower scene was pathetic, showing the extent of the relationship. So this is what happened. So at the lingerie scene, Memphis is like feeling herself and like, in such a way, like sexually. And she could, like she has fun. She says around, she's like been dating people and she has two really, really cute kids. And but she cannot really speak to Hamza. And somehow she's just like taken by his looks in such a way that she is content and fine with taking showers in front of him and just like watching him and then just like saying like boobies and he's like boobies, and she's like, it's like yeah, I think that it's like the thing with Ellie that from the outside we'd be like, oh no, maybe not, but that's what it is right now with which because there's something missing and something that she's getting. And the thing that she's missing is, let's just say, like a hole. And the thing that she's getting is a piece that doesn't quite fit the hole, but fits it in some awkward way or takes up enough of the space of the hole that for right now it's okay. But in life it wouldn't, it's not gonna fit. Um he looked over his shoulder. Was he alone recording screen FaceTime? I'm gonna throw up if that's true. I don't know. I don't know. They want to marry, so try to get men's attention. I don't know, my loves. So, yeah, so basically, she again, then she has a conversation with her mom where she like lays bare her soul, where she's like, I need security. Like, I do things because, mom, I really could have used like some more, like I didn't get what I was supposed to have when I was young. And the mom, like, can't quite hear that. I don't what a hard conversation to, like, have. That's the moments where I'm like, "Oh my god, 90 Day Fiancé just gonna give us a conversation in this premiere of this episode between, like, a very real person and, like, having, like, 2 very real people having a very serious conversation that is one that many people can hear and understand." And then they're just gonna also give us, like, a bananas crazy person like Gino. People are all saying that. I saw that too. I was wondering that. Yep, yeah, people all saw. I was feeling like he was doing it, showing off his friends. Oh my God, you all saw that. Oh God, Memphis, no. I hate to say this, but like I cannot stress this enough. And if you hear me or if you know any people and like just especially women, God bless or those less vulnerable or the feminine ones amongst us, truly. The label I have is I trust, I protect in my life when I think of those that need protection. Women, people that were born with vaginas, no matter who no matter who they want to be, if you're born with a vagina or you appreciate the feminine spirit and this feminine spirit is where you live and you have that vulnerability that makes you somewhat oppressed because you align with the feminine spirit. So what do I mean by that? So like if you are a trans woman or a trans man, you are either you were born with a vagina and I will love you for the rest of your life, or you are someone who was born with a penis but lives as a woman and therefore lives in the feminine spirit and has to deal with oppression. I still love you for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Both. Um, the whole point of that, why did I bring that up? Is yeah, I want the best for you. And I don't want you to be taken advantage of. So I don't want Memphis to be taken advantage of in this situation by having her body and or having men record her without her knowing. And I want anyone who will be in the situation I talked about, that being in a vulnerable place because you are feminine or were born that way or born as a female and you live your life, God bless now, whatever I'm doing whatever I can to get around being offensive to say. Never, ever put your body on the internet if you can get away from it. And don't trust anyone to like not take care of your sexual image. If you if you don't want it out there. Because I don't trust anyone. You can't trust anyone. Like not anyone that you've dated. Like you can't even trust people you were married to, but my God, at least be married or like in having a lifelong commitment that makes sense to you. Because like people do not respect people's images. People just send anything they get to anyone. I know people that have been in really long relationships with people that when they, were first dating and they got like, whatever they showed everyone. I've seen, I've seen, especially men do it all the time. If you send a man a nude, in my life, I've never experienced like, well, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it not to be out there. I really try so hard because I know, and I get it, when you're dating someone, there's like this want and desire to like have fun and be flirty. You just have to find ways to like keep your face out of it and whatever tattoos you have. You know what I'm saying? I think you covered all the bases. We get it. Ha 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 ha. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. You're right. This is where I have like mild anxiety. Gosh, I hope someone doesn't log in and out here talk about lingerie and all the things that might be fit the hole, but not perfectly. Yeah, here's the thing. It's just like, who here isn't lonely and who here, I mean, not lonely, but like people are lonely and people like Ellie and people want to be loved. Like Memphis, people want like a home. People want to feel secure and loved in a familiar setting, home with someone, right? You both come home each night. It's like a real deep thing. You want your parents to come home every night. If you're a child, you want your parents to come home every night. Sure, you go to school. Sure, your parents go to work. You want your parents, at least one of them if they can. Maybe your dad works late. Maybe your mom works late. You want a parent to be home with you at night. You know that. You'll go to bed with a parent in your home. Sure, sometimes the parents, again, go out or whatever, you have babysitters. When you're dating, you want that like feeling that your lover is coming home at night. Even if you don't always live together or whatever, it's like that daily feeling of being safe for at least 10 hours. I mean, is this not the psychology of it? And if you've been so robbed of that, if that's not been your case, how and that seeps into your soul, that that feeling of unsafety has seeped in. So of course it's like into your dating life. Of course that's when we get into like avoidant and attachment issues like we do. Now, here's the horrible truth, right? As much as we love our girl Memphis, she's obviously making decisions that are not the greatest for her. And at the same time, Hamza is not going to be able to heal this part of her. He's not going to fit in that hole. That hole has to be solved by the inner work and therapy of Memphis and truly a divine, wise soulmate that at this point I can't imagine Hamza is just because you would need someone who for some reason can see that within you and I don't know, gives it to you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. The truth, I mean, the truth is it obviously is her first inner work. And then whether she can like attract someone who somehow can like also remedy that for her and also like at least understands that part of her and the act of service or the love language that he gives is validation, you know, words of validation, I guess, then she can find that. Maybe Hamza's love language is words of validation. Listen, his language is Arabic, honey, and the words so far we know sexy time and good morning. Um, we are all looking for love and a soul to connect to. You just need one little penguin. Oh. Have you been watching Dr. Honda? No. Fit in the hole. Stop it, Lisa. Um, Gosh, I hope someone doesn't log in now here. Oh, I talked about this already. Ha ha ha. Okay. So, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Memphis, do I have everything about her? I do. Okay, so yeah, basically that's it. I mean, you know, that's what we have with them, except that what happens is, yeah, we'll see what happens in the super teaser, but it doesn't seem like our girl Memphis is making the best decisions for herself. And she got them great kids too and a whole great life that she has like worked out for herself. So I want to make sure that like she continues on this like amazing path. And I really want her to like find someone as well as be able to like heal from what is an all too real story of like, you know, drug abuse. Does anyone ever find true love? I know you asked this to Lisa. Does anyone ever find true love in this program? Um, yeah, I mean, Melanie and Devar are still together, and she just had, I think, like her 40th or 50th birthday. 2.5 more couples. One guy doesn't get met at the airport. But that guy we didn't see in the premiere, Lisa. Oh, you mean on the whole season? Yeah. I can't talk about that guy yet because we didn't see that guy. The only people that we have left that we've saw on this is Gino. Honey, Jahi, no ho, honey. Look, okay. So Gino, my goodness gracious, is 51 and he has met Jasmine. Gino has like a his laugh is crazy. His laugh is I mean, his laugh is bananas. Gino likes a hat, honey. Gino met a woman and they got married and then they, you know, just fell out of love and then an amicable divorce. But he's been around this whole 90-day fiance thing. He knows that visa. You know, it's not unbeknownst to him. I don't think he gets touched a lot. And he's met this woman, Jasmine, honey, and this woman, Jasmine, seems like a banana-rama, I mean, bipolar, possessive, crazy person who has love bombed him in a bananas way, getting him to like think that he is like indebted to this person enough that and she like wants to know and is possessive of every moment of where he is, and he feels like that's love. That reads as love to him when we're all like, that's crazy. I mean, I don't have to tell you, she is Jasmine is an absolutely fit AF woman, vegetarian, um, who loves a colored contact, and she has gotten a lot done everywhere. I mean, everything's happened for her, surgically. So I don't know how that's all happened, and I don't know what her life has been thus far, but I don't know what she truly sees in Gino, and it is, but it can't be anything good. I mean, can't be anything good. Gino lives, I mean, like a 90s bachelor life. Like, not rich 90s bachelor life where it's like a head to toe, like floor ceiling, like head to toe, floor ceiling, like penthouse window, and like modern design. It's like the 90s bachelor life of like hungry man meals, but not even the hungry man meal because that might be too much food for him. Okay. I have a confession to make. I, okay. I feel bad. I think it is bougie, but I think that single serving frozen TV dinners are depressing. Are depressing in a way that I can't quite handle. It reads to me as like places in which I've seen people live where I'm just like, not for me. That's controversial because I don't want to like seem like whatever, but like frozen single serve TV dinners are just, I mean, it says a lot. It says a lot, especially nowadays. Because I think that, yeah, there was a time, right? Like, I get it. There was a time when we all did it. I mean, just frozen meals were like the place to be. Like, I mean, like, who hasn't had a lean cuisine? Like, especially the one with like the Alfredo and like chicken with a little like broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we've all had like a Stouffer's lasagna, like me, you, everyone. Um, it's hard. It's just like 2021 is like a hard, like, I don't know. I just like don't, I mean, I think that, if I was writing a screenplay and I wanted to assert information about a character to denote depression and singleness, boy, does a person reheating a TV dinner do it. The ASMR of film, the mixing, putting it back in, getting the last 30 minutes, or sorry, 30 seconds. It's It looked like Russian loving David did his decor. Gino should be on Hoarders. It's like plastic bowls, plastic on tops of plastic bowls. It is like he has on top of his refrigerator like every cereal you could possibly have, and all the boxes are open, and none of the like lids are tucked in the box. So all the boxes are open. You can tell everything's probably stale. Honey, it's all stale. It's like, and I just, it's like, it looked like a blue box, probably Frosted Flakes. What are the acceptable celeries? What are the acceptable sugary cereals? Like, if you had to have one, like, so I'm not, I don't mean to be on a high horse. So I'll tell you right now, if you came to my house, you could possibly see a box of Cap'n Crunch. I don't have one right now. But when I went to the supermarket, they had Cap'n Crunch that was like holiday shapes, and I thought about it. Like, I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Of course I do. Golden Grams, those are fine. They're the same thing, kind of. No, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is great. Captain Crunch is great with the berries. Um, you can't just have like 4 or 5. And Frosted Flakes would absolutely not be one of them. I am on keto and don't eat sugar. Well, Linda, honey, we all can't be Linda. I'm on keto and don't eat any sugar. Well, I mean, sure. Look at you, Linda. You do have it all. None of us are, not all of us can really just like say no to sugar during Christmas time right now. I bought these like gingerbread like shortbread as men. What am I talking about? It's buttered shortbread gingerbread men. So it's gingery, but like shortbread, like, please. Okay, make me stop saying this. I want them all. I've already eaten 8 of them. They came in a box, 4 on one side, 4 on the other. Okay, it's 8 in a box. And I was like, I'm just gonna have like, I'll just try 2 of them. And then I tried the 2, and then I was like, I'll just try the rest of their friends in this one like side packet. So then I had the 4. And then I went to this side and was like, but like, but now this box is open and I don't want the cereal to go bad. It's gonna get stale, just like, like, can you imagine, cereal? I'm just gonna eat like, so all our, those 8 are gone. And I have like 5 more boxes because I'm having a holiday party and I gotta leave those boxes for the kids. I don't want those boxes, honey. It's so bad. Um, Gino, okay, so goes to a pharmacy, honey, and for some reason the pharmacist slash owner of this pharmacy is incredibly lovely and is like, Gino comes up, he's like, can I ask you a question? And the guy's like, questions are for free at this pharmacy. And he asks him a question, like, and then this like pharmacist just starts taking him around the store, honey, like if he was at Macy's. And it went from just like, can I have this drug interaction with this to being like, what lubes do you want? And then the guy's like showing him lubes. And he's like, this one's warming. And he's like, how does that happen? And he's like, it's like, eating cinnamon and being hot and it's for sex. And the guy's like, oh, oh. And I'm like, Gina, you never been to pharmacy? I don't understand. Someone married you? I mean, just like, what is it? Like, how is it acting like, how are you acting like you've never had sex? Like no one's touched you ever. I mean, he is just like, honey, in this pharmacy getting lube. He has like a bunch of, blue pills he got online, like this Jasmine girl is just like pumping him up through like whatever like crazy sexual psychological sexual tactics she's using. It's really crazy. You know what it reminds me of the most? Love After Lockup. Lisa and Lisa's first dude. Was Lisa, oh my God. Lisa had was the convict with super curly hair that was like dating that gross ass messed up teeth white dude, and she had the daughter that was like, mom, don't do it, don't just like keep taking advantage of this guy or whatever. And then she like, there's like this psychological thing that happened that was like this manipulation that we got to see, and that's what I feel like we're seeing at a different level with Jasmine. How she could see anything within this man is truly, well, it's questionable and suspect. Oh, night night, Sir Anthony. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your super chat. I hope you have a really beautiful night and a good week. Thank you. Scott, and I don't think she was a Lisa. Yeah, it's Scott. Was it? I'm like, why do I think it's Lisa? I'm like, everything was a Jenny. Sorry, Lisa's like, I don't think it's a Lisa. Lisa's my name. No, is it a Jenny? God, what's her name? God, I might have to look it up. Love After Lockup. Love After. This is like, this is one of the biggest couples after season 1. Oh, no one's saying anything, huh? Where's the cast? I'm like, ugh. Cast? Really? Okay. Still no one's saying anything. I keep looking at it since I was gonna save me from this moment, but no one's saving me from this moment. So rude. Andrea? No. Oh my God. Okay, where are they now? Season 1. I'll find out. Sarah and Michael. No, we know about that. Mary and Dominic. I don't care about you. No, this person. No. Lizzie! Thank you, AK. Can you imagine how Lizzie? Thank you, Lizzie. Yeah, Lizzie. It's Lisa with a Z. I'm just kidding. It's Lizzie. Thank God it's Lizzie, okay? AK. Thank God. Okay, I'll just listen. I should super chat you. Lizzie used to manipulate that dude so much. Lizzie. Yes, Lizzie. Lizzie. And I mean the way that this Jasmine is like crazily manipulating Gino is, I mean, it's not good. And again, he is not a flashy man, as he said, honey, he's eating TV dinners and he doesn't know what lube is. So like, what is she seeing in this person? He's older than her and he's not rich. And I don't know how she paid for all that plastic surgery, but Gino's not gonna be able to do anything for her in America. Look, I said it. Okay. We're gonna watch a whole season of this. I can't believe it. Okay, so he's just like, one thing that is hilarious about Gino, which is like, I mean, whether the fact that he's being taken advantage of and obviously like not all there. And so that's not hilarious, but one thing that is true, and I would just point it out, is he's describing how great Jasmine is. And he's like, oh, she's smart. She's the ultimate girl. She's like, thing. And then, the producer's like, well, anything else about her? And he's like, well, she's also beautiful. Okay. Yeah. And, physically, you could see how he would say that, whether she's your type or mine, not the point. He's like, she's out of my league. Oh, why do you say that then? Interesting, because you know that she's physically attractive, at least in your mind. So later on, and I'm jumping around, this just annoys me. Because it annoys me with men in general, is that he has a conversation with like his uncle and like, I don't know, honey. So like either his brother and his girlfriend or uncle, I don't know. He's a bunch of like male family members, except for dad. I did feel bad about that. I'm not trying to be mean, but God bless, that dad did die. So his brother, or like, I think his brother was like, so you're gonna tell like Jasmine like why you always wear hats, dude? Because like you always wear hats. And he's like, yeah, because you're like balding. And he's like, yeah, like she knows I wear the hats and she knows I'm balding, but it's like our connection is like so strong. It's not about the physical. That's what Gino says to his brother. And yeah, it is. What are you talking about? You know, you like her because of the way she looks. It's such an interesting thing when men, for some reason, don't want to have anything like in the deal. Why men who aren't physically attractive and who have no money think they can be with someone who is, in their mind, incredibly physically attractive? How? Why? What is that person getting? What are you giving? What are you giving? Are you giving a great partner? What does that mean? Do you dress like a great partner? Is your house a great house? Do you entertain in a great way? Are you going to help her in her career? I mean, I'm just like, so it's so interesting. I just like hate that hypocriticalness of just like women being quote unquote gold diggers or whatever, and then having a man who has absolutely nothing and has nothing to give be like, our connection is really about the physical, when she looks like that and you just got done telling the producers being like, she's gorgeous. Yeah, no shit. But also, who you're gonna have in this fight, because she's crazy. That's a crazy situation that she looks like that she, and also that she looks like that, because we both know that even though that man thinks that that person is gorgeous, we both know that that person looks, well, I don't know. Is this your type? If it is your type and this is your aesthetic, God bless, but everything is fake. And I can't live in a world where everything is fake all the time. just can't. I'll put my foot down. You can live your life however you want to live your life, and you're welcome to. Truly, I want the happiness for all. But if we're talking about my taste and who I think is attractive, like no, obviously not. I can't just have just like what looks like a blow up doll. Everything is fake. It doesn't look real. I can't even you know, align my eyes. I can't even focus. But there's this whole thing, right, where like that kind of like Jessica Rabbit looking over the top cartoon character is definitely going to pull a certain type of male. And that male isn't necessarily poor. That male is just simple. And that simple man can present himself as a douche, one of those like douchey, like man, like my yachts, and maybe he wants like a blow up doll kind of like female because that means something to him in some way, like a trophy, or a man that's never had anyone attractive at all will just take will be so happy to like find any attention from like a Jessica Rabbit looking cartoon character, Larissa type, because they are so, of course, starved for female touch, any touch. And in this case, that's what's happening with Gino. He's just like, the kind of guy that, God bless, was touched a little bit by the special hand of God again, and not so much touched by like the warm hand of a woman in a long time. So he literally will let Jasmine run his whole life and do whatever she says. And if she wants a green card, if that's her end game, she's going to get one. I think. I mean, if she plays her cards right. But I don't know if she's smart enough to play her cards, honey, because this woman looks crazy. Okay, Cyborg Manifesto, who I haven't seen in so long. Well, TLZ is already on to the other What a Factory, but hello to our favorite reality TV psychologist. Thanks. Yeah, new season premiere tonight. Can you believe it? That's so nice. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's so lovely. Oh, that's so nice. Also, yeah, I miss you. How are you? Thank you so much. Yeah, that's incredibly generous, and we appreciate it. Dog trainer, yay! Watch yourself before live. Good. I know. Okay. I love you. So I love everyone here. Thank you so much, Cyborg. Let me go back. So I have pictures. Yeah, I mean, here's him with his like, internet blue pills, honey. I mean, he is just going to, I don't have to tell you, this person is just going to like get his heart broken by this crazy ass Latina, like Panamanian, just like personal trainer. She's going to run him all over. I mean, like and because he made that comment, I don't really care if I have sympathy for him. I kind of am like, okay, I'll see it. I'll watch it. I'm sorry that his dad died. No, truly. When he made that comment, how their connection isn't about the physical, when she looks like that and he looks like that. Okay. Also, I don't know if I can abide anyone who's going to order fish and chips and cheesecake. This scene is so crazy. He's on the phone with Jasmine. He's like, I'm going to order food. Okay. And God bless, we're all so happy that he's not just heating up a TV dinner. So he orders fish and chips with a cheesecake finisher. Now, okay. No, I don't like fish. No, I hate fish. Okay. So already, yes, I hate fish. It's not for me. And fish and chips, just like, so no, one part of that's okay. And it's the chips part. And I would take chips or I'd take fries. So I don't know where you are saying this. If you're in England, I'll eat the fries. If you're in America, like I'll get whatever chips you want. I like chips. Maybe not salt and vinegar, but like Lay's or the Voodoo chips or nacho Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos, not Fritos. My biggest preference of like bargain basement, but like, just like brand chips. Cause I like kettle chips. Like I'd rather pick like Terra chips. Truly, like I love the root Terra chips are my favorite, like the pretty ones. That's like my top tier. But if I'm at a 7-Eleven, And I don't want Cheez-Its because that's what I would get at a 7-Eleven, but I'm getting a chip. It's gonna be baked Ruffles cheddar sour cream. Nothing's better. I don't think there's ever been a better chip. I mean, is there a better flavor? No. Um, Once they said cheesecake, I lost all attention in the show. I Do we talk about this bootleg Viagra? Oh, we can. Okay. Um, I just like, uh, um, yeah, the Viagra, first of all, it's not really Viagra, right? Like, if you buy something off the internet, it's like, is it really that thing? It's just like Motrin, blue coated Motrin, right? It's like placebo pills. Okay. Second thing is, um, yeah, the cheesecake fish and chips was, like, too much. I'm like, "Oh my god, like, how would that" just, like I know you want salty, salty, and then there's, like, the creamy, like, sugar, like, that part is, like, okay, but, like, he really eats like a little kid, like, you're just what a just baby, honey, just, like okay. If I was to pinpoint the quality of such that I guess I find disagreeable, it's like an unsophistication, right? He's unsophisticated for sure. And I find that quality disagreeable. I'm bringing back that word, by the way, disagreeable, like in the Jane Austen sense. Something's agreeable with you or disagreeable. Oh my God, Vanessa, shout out to the Cheez Its and the cheddar and sour cream ruffles. Yes, Habibti. Yes. That's so sweet. Oh, you know what, Vanessa? I'm gonna text you in real time. I know we don't live the closest, but I'm having a little party and uh I want to invite you. Um, oh, my friend Kate just texted me. Here, also, does anyone here listen to Kate Casey's podcast? She's amazing. Um, anyway, Vanessa, did I have your phone number? Was I texting you or was I just on IG with you? Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna do this right now though. This is the beauty of live. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're supposed to go to Baldy. It's happening right here. Okay. I got it. I got it. I don't know if you're available, but if you are, I should invite Johnny. Okay. Um, okay, yeah. Thank you so much for that super chat, by the way. It's very, very kind. And now I can buy copious amounts of those two really yummy things. Yeah, I love the Cheez-Its. I don't know if who here hasn't heard of my love of the like extra toasty Cheez-Its? Have you tried them yet? Do you like Cheez-Its? Oh my God. If you like Cheez-Its, let me tell you. They came out with extra toasty. It's like extra black and Cheez-Its. It's like well done Cheez-Its, charred Cheez-Its. They're fantastic. They're really good. Okay. They are blue talking about his internet Viagra. They are blue coated Flintstone vitamins. I mean, truly, those are not real things. His cholesterol levels must be terrible. Ooh, what does that mean? Oh, he had a whole stash of knockout pills. I mean, I don't know what is in them. Those pills did not look real, honey. I don't know. I don't think it's good. Anyone ever like on the West Coast? I feel like when we go down to Mexico, people always talk about like going to the West. I'm sorry, going to Mexico and getting soma. And I was just like, what the hell is soma? Like Soma's so crazy. Soma's so crazy. And what was that? And were you even getting Soma? Okay. So the whole thing about and I went back and to tell the stories that he orders the fish and chips and then she's like, "I want to go with you inside." So he's like FaceTiming with her as he like walks inside to this like pizza place. It looks like it sells pizza, by the way. It was like called the Maverick and it's like the Mav or whatever. And I saw those pizza boxes. I was like, I cannot believe you're getting fish and chips. Again, you aren't for me. But this nice lady gives him the thing, and then this horrible scene happens where he's like, "Why, thank you," or like, "I'm here for my fish and chips," or whatever, and, like, Jasmine's like, "Who are you talking to?" Whatever, and he's like, "This girl," and he, like, shows her the girl who has, like, a mask on. The girl's like, "Hi," and Jasmine's like, then this moment happens where then he starts to flirt with the Mav girl, like, in front of Jasmine. He wants to pretend that Jasmine's just being possessive, and whether there's, like, a setup situation with the producers, we have to know, because that man flirts, and his name is Gino. I am telling you, Gino, you saw this too. Gino was like, "Oh, okay. What's your name?" And the poor girl that works at the Mavs like, "Brittany." I mean, I don't know, Kylie, who knows? And he's like, "Thank you." He like, walks away. He's like, and he's flirting, holding the phone of Jasmine. This is my friend. So it's just like Instagram, like, holding the phone, like, "See how I'm flirting? Watch me flirt. What was your name? Oh, great. My fish and chips and my cheesecake." Just like, and then all the time, all you see on the other line is just like, you know, but he did flirt. Why? He wants to get like free chips with his fish? Well, he didn't get them. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I think that he likes it. I think he gets off on it. Like, I think that, like, we're supposed to believe that this crazy ass Jasmine's like being so rude and mean to him. But I think that he is like 100% like hard thinking about, like, report, please. Tell me where you are. This man has probably nothing happening for him. He probably loves the fact that this hot ass piece like wants to know where he's going every moment of his life. We're supposed to feel sorry for him, but I don't. I don't. And you can sit here and be like, it's abuse. Of course, it's abuse. But you know what? When he sees in real life, and if it gets worse after that, then I'll change my opinion. But right now, he's just texting back. I mean, you know, and maybe you can even argue that he has like some sort of like mental incapacity that like she's taking advantage of. Well, then we got to change our laws, honey, because that's what's happening. They have not met, honey, and he's answering back to texts by someone that he met. Yes, very Colty Larissa twin couple. Yeah, yes and no, right? I mean, Colty didn't seem as well. I don't. Yeah. Boy, if he lived with his mom, would it be like an icing on top, right? Like if Gino lived with his mom. Gino knows exactly what he eats, processed food products. I mean, yeah, he just like he eats like a nightmare. I'm like that's like a 90s kid nightmare. Whew. Now I have to go watch the show. Yeah, you do. I would say so, Linda. Linda, are you enjoying any like keto chocolates? These are like some keto treats you can have. There is keto chocolate. It's very a little bitter tasting, right? Keto. Well, I know there's paleo chocolate. It just means there's gonna be, like, sugar, alcohol in it, like xylitol. I can't talk. It's gonna be, like, xylitol in it or something, whatever it is, right? Sometimes I'm just like, keto bomb, slim fast. Yeah. Keto bomb is that a fat bomb? There's, like, a thing yummy thing? I've never done it yet, but, like, there's some yummy keto things, right? And I feel like Costco has a bunch of keto stuff. I know you don't eat Cheez-Its, but, Linda, I'm saying there's, like, keto balls, right? Like, keto chocolate balls. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dog Trader. That's right. It's the same, honey. It's the same Commedia dell'arte actors presenting a brand new show for us this repertory season. 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. And the archetypes are there, honey, but the stories will be slightly different. Like now we have a baby girl Kim. That super teaser was great though. So, as I really get to kind of the end of what we have so far, the super teaser was great. I mean, it looked juicy and drama. Like what was your favorite parts? So yeah, here's some questions I need to know from you. Who are your favorite people so far? What are your favorite couples? And what did you think of the super trailer? Which is the part where there's a lot of things that happen. Caleb says that Alina was smaller than he thought she was going to be. Huh. Eh, eh, Why? I wonder. Okay. And like in my mind, I was like, why is she smaller than what do you think? Like, what did you, I mean, she literally, I mean, she was been very open with the fact that she has, um, like a dwarfism birth, process she went through is in. So like, why would you think that how tall do you think she was going to be? Caleb? Caleb, what is your story, Caleb? I don't know about you, Caleb, and I really want to know. I really want you to be good. Okay. If you're not good, I'm going to come for you, Caleb. I just don't feel like I want to hear it. If you aren't great, Caleb, and you do wrong to my Alina, honey, I will come burn you down with some sage. I mean, I'll cut off that man bun. I'll meditate. I'll just throw you in the fire, honey. You'll be like a log I'll be meditating on because I don't want you to hurt my girl. I really don't. Um, Obviously, there's like I mean, we didn't meet the couple, but I was like really into the Hamina storyline where like she basically is like not into the guy that she's with. She's just like, I'm not in love with you. Get so mad. Um, so the biggest thing that they hinted at is that Gino, okay, this is what they said. They said, and this is why I went on the diatribe I did about how I want to protect the vulnerable amongst us from sharing our sexual images online unless we don't want them out there, is because in the super teaser, Gino, having gotten whatever sexual things from Jasmine, sent those news out to people. I don't know if it was his brother, his uncle. I don't know if when he started talking to this girl, I don't know if his dad's deathbed, was he like, look who I'm talking to, dad, before you go. No, I'm going to hit this one, dad. God bless. I don't know. But Gino, being the untouched nerd that he is, got that sexual picture from Jasmine. I'm sure sent it to everyone being like, can you believe this is me in my life? Can you believe what I got? It's a lottery ticket. For the rest of his life, he can go to bed knowing he has a little bit of gold at the end of his phone roll. Because he is a leprechaun. Oh, wow. Sorry. Sorry, I'm getting Jesse vibes and wanting a social media career from Caleb. No. You know why, Elisa? You know what's so interesting about you tonight? Caleb has a very good voice. When he speaks, he has the type of voice that almost seems actory or presentational in some way. I'm doing it right now. I'm articulating everything I'm saying to you. I'm being mindful to do so. It is a conscious thing that I have to do because in my normal life and in my normal speech patterns, as you can tell, I don't. But because I've had to train to be an actor, when I think about it, have to use the stage voice I'm now using in this moment again. And so sometimes when I hear someone speak this way, there's a part of me that's like, oh, presentational, an actor. Sometimes it happens where I first think, oh, this person could be in voiceover. And then I'm like, I am really hearing someone speak really well in a way in which this person wants to speak very well because they have a desire to speak well in front of others. Maybe even get paid for it, which of course is what a voiceover actor does. Their voice speaks to others, I don't know. So my whole point is I could see that too. Oh God, I gotta keep cracking my back. Oh, actor. Um, Kate Casey. When are you available tomorrow? No, I'm watching tonight. When are you available tomorrow? All day. Before 5. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm just replying to texts. I also want to bring up the fact I saw West Side Story this weekend and I thought it was fantastic. And no, I haven't watched Sex and the City yet. I really want to, but I'm waiting for my cousin Monique. But did watch Sex and the City again. I'm sorry, but I did watch West Side Story as I said again. And oh my God, Maria, Anita, and Riff are so good, like beyond good. Like I mean, Steven Spielberg and the directors, I think he produced it. I think there's a separate director, and I can't think of the director unless maybe it's Steven did direct it. If he did, God bless it. I mean, take it away from him. He's a phenomenal director. We know that. And all of his work and his visual cinematic storytelling has been impeccable thus far. So it's like, what accolades could you really just like bequeath on him more? But I mean, I really loved it. I 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 think you're going to really like it. It is amazingly well done. It's fucking great. You guys, it's great. If at all West Side Story appeals to you, if any of it appeals to you, but even if it doesn't, if you have one inkling of wanting to see it, I am telling you, it's so good. It is like beyond me telling you that it's good because I like theater or I like musical theater. It is it's like now going to be one of my top 5, I think, best at least musical adaptions I've ever seen. Movie musicals, it has to be. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's epic. It's great. I mean, it's, besides Ansel Eckhart, I don't know how to say that person's name, and that was a horrible attempt. Everyone else is relatively newcomer. And so to watch these relatively newcomers kill it and they're just like all stars. They're just like, oh my God, I'm watching stars. Just people I don't know, just be stars. It's thrilling to watch. And they really lose themselves in these characters. And they really worked this story to be modern and relevant without being contrived or heavy-handed. The way that the storytelling unfolds is beautiful, magical, subtle. I mean, it is dated material based upon incredibly even more dated material. It's West Side Story came out in the 50s. Romeo and Juliet came out in the 1600s. I don't know when Shakespeare. It's like 1695, right? Something like that. I'm gonna kill myself for not knowing, but something like that. My whole point of the story is it's interesting how it's interesting to be able to like take that work and modernize it again and make it relevant to generation after generation. I really loved it. See it. I absolutely love West Side Story. I wasn't going to say the new one because I want to be disappointed. Watch it. Please see it. I would love your opinion on it, Hot Cocoa Bang Bang. I would love to hear it. Oh God, I just thought it was so good. I mean, yeah, it's the tone that they delivered for West Side Story is real. I don't have to tell you how it's a hard thing because there's a lot of hacky cringe. There's a lot of hacky parts to it because it's like this bunch of like little rascal kids running around 19, the New York boroughs being dumb and then just like being racist and also coming from poverty and I can't, I mean, I like don't even have the words. Like, I don't have the words to describe it yet. I really would love to do a live and have you guys be able to like say it. Here's Ramsterdam coming in, honey, coming in to this live with a good morning, no matter it's 9 o'clock my time. Good morning. I'm late again. And if we all look at my live at the timestamp, we are going on 2 hours in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ramsterdam. It's like there's you must get like a little like timer on your phone, like when I'm oh good, I can start to wind down, and then Ramsterdam's like, JK, here I am, Chris. But yeah. Did we talk about the whole thing about this teaser? We got into West Side Story. We all got into, okay, we think that Caleb could be an actor. We don't like the fact that it seems like Gino like shows Jasmine her naughty pictures. But what if this was a whole other thing? What if those naughty pictures are all over the internet and she's using that as a way to like make him like feel guilty? I mean, I have no idea. I love every idea about it. I mean, she seems crazy. He seems dumb. Like it's just you don't know where you're going to hang your hat, honey. And so you can kind of just watch the whole thing. Ugh. Yeah. So, what besides that, my loves, what other things can I say for you? Yeah, again, I really liked this episode. I really can't wait for all these new couples, minus Usman, but I mean, he's half a brand new couple. There's not really been any Tariq Hazel updates from what I gave to you on Friday, which was the Tariq Hazel controversy. Why do I say it that way? That I talked about at the end of the tell-all recap that I was late to give you from 90 Day Fiancé Toe. Shay, I'll stay a little bit for my baby booze. You guys got here? That's fine. But yeah. I only just like don't. So now that I've talked about everything I can think on my docket to talk about, I really will just open it up and let you guys really lead the convo. And I guess I'll go on tangents if they come here and there. But I'm going to have to go soon only because I have only this amount of water left. You know what happens when your girl runs out of water? She can't get that dry. I love that there are mostly unknowns. Yeah. But mostly unknowns. How I prefer my 90-day couple and how I prefer sometimes my musical theater movies. Because for me, like, and when we're talking about West Side Story, I much prefer, I don't know why I smelled it. I knew it would be water, but just in case, I don't know. I much prefer a movie musical to have an actor in a role who can kill it. And I mean sing, and I mean sing and dance. And if you can sing, dance, and act, then you'll have my heart. And I mean, Riff and Anita can sing and dance their lives away. You're just like, and they also act so good. You're just like, oh my God, I'm dead. Okay. So, but I also, again, the unknowns of having new people on 90 Days great because we don't know who's acting yet. And we don't have just like fake drama, or at least we can't tell what's fake yet. And then when we start to tell, honey, that's when we get to throw them away like used Kleenexes. Anyway, here's Hot Cocoa Bang Bang saying, Sex and the City first 2 episodes were trash, but I'll keep watching. That's so funny because that's exactly how I feel. How you feel about West Side Story is like, I'm afraid to watch because I don't want them to screw it up. And you watch the first two episodes of Sex and the City. I'm afraid Sex and the City is going to screw up Sex and the City, mostly because there's no Samantha. Why is it? We need Samantha. She's the sex. There's 4 people. Where's Samantha? I don't know what you had to do, honey, to get her. Throw money at her, but you should have got her. Throw money at her. Throw money at her. You have it. Throw it at her. She deserves it. Pay her more than Sarah Jessica Parker. I said it. You know why? I'll tell you why. At this point, Sarah Jessica doesn't need the money. She's been the executive producer of Sex and the City the whole time, and she's always gotten paid more than Kim Cattrall. Always. And I just feel like wear the producer hat. Take the L, if it is an L, which it's not, to get paid less money than this star so she has a bigger ego if she needs it, because the production as a whole wants Samantha. We want Samantha. We don't not want Samantha. We want Samantha. Sorry. If I'm an executive producer, I want Samantha. It's going to be a huge success. This is a huge juggernaut of a multi-billion-dollar franchise. There's been movies and everything. You know what I'm saying? Make the smart production decision. Give us Samantha. That's what I'm saying. Lisa, oh, look at Amsterdam, honey. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. in Amsterdam. She just rolled over, kicked Jesse out of bed. She was like, I got to go on this live. That's such a disgusting American thing to be like, two people in Amsterdam we know. They're both together. Just kidding. Lisa, I'm picketing Sex and the City, not doing it. I'm Team Kim. You know, it's like it's hard to have a dog in that fight too, honey, because Kim Cattrall, I mean, she might be bananas too, my love. There's a Kim Cattrall, one of the internet's favorite videos is Kim Cattrall scatting. Have you ever watched it? The Kim Cattrall scatting video is like, well, it makes you, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It makes you be like, I don't know what that set was like. Your arms look hot, Chris. Thank you. Go, Shay. You know just what to say. Thank you. Tee. I have been working out. And I've been trying to like get back into it. You know, I have I've been trying to like really move as much as possible and stop eating by a certain time, which is before bed, because all I like to do is just eat, and then lay down and then just be like, oh, I wonder why I wake up so like uncomfortable. It's because like you still have food in your tummy. Twitter spoiled the first episode for me today. I'm glad you said it because someone spoiled something from my cousin Monique too. And I keep seeing one headline. I said this already. I keep seeing a headline in regards to Sex and the City involving this machine right here. Okay. I just don't know what it does in it. And I don't know why. And it's involved in it. And I'm like, every time I'm like, don't you dare. Don't you dare spoil something for me headline involving something I love, which is a spinning machine and the show. How much does Kim Cattrall hate Sarah Jessica Parker to not do that for that much money? Right. A lot. I wouldn't say a lot, probably. My God. But she was never paid comparable to Sarah Jessica Parker. She got paid a lot, but she always was paid significantly less. What is your life like, guys? It's Sunday night or Monday morning, I guess, depending on where you are. It's late. It is 9 o'clock now, so I'm trying to think. In LA time, in 20 minutes, okay, so if you started watching 90 Day Fiancé at 8 Pacific Standard Time, then the episode's going to be done around 9:30. Gotta be triple threats, honey. Yeah, Linda. Someone has known actors who are popular can't do all three. Not at all. Not at all. And too often, I have seen a star be cast in a movie musical. That's what they call. Where that star, honey, cannot sing, and definitely can't dance. But they can't sing, nor can they dance. And They just don't belong in a movie musical. They just don't belong there. There's other places for those people to belong. But like, I don't know. Like, I want talent for talent. If you have a role that requires talent, you better cast them in a musical. I have high standards. I wasn't prepared for this new cast. I get it. I think that the preview made me super happy, and I can't believe that we still have two couples we haven't met yet. Oh, I love you, Lisa. Have a good night. Gotta wrap. Thanks for the love, and I don't wish you come wrap my gifts. I hate wrapping. Oh, Ramsterdam, we love you. Um, Yeah, I really can't rap, by the way. Truly hate rapping. I just started following some girl who like is an expert rapper, and it's amazing. Yeah, like I also decorated a gingerbread house for the first time on Saturday, and I didn't realize how deep you can get into that gingerbread house decorating. Like I didn't understand it. You know what it is, and I didn't realize? It's like, like henna. When you like see someone do henna, like all the squiggly lines that way, like you can do all of that onto a gingerbread house using icing. I didn't understand it. Plus, like the different icing and the different tips make different things. Like I didn't get it, and the difference of looking like little like dots as opposed to, I didn't know. It's a whole world. Um, wait, wasn't there supposed to be a part 2 for the tell all? I was surprised when I watched the tell all, and they were like, "Okay, good night, great job, guys." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. No, yeah, one, right? Done in one and done. Okay." I feel like at the end of the tell all, and Shay's talking about Toe, the other way that just ended. Do you feel like Steven was like, "How about I just take over for that Sean Robinson? I can ask the hard hitting questions. I'll grill him." Oh my god, I don't know what to say about any of it. I really don't. Have you guys been watching Hallmark movies? Is that also something that you do in your life? Do you do that? What are some great ones? Do you watch Saws of Sunset? No. Oh, Ramsterdam. Yeah, that Tell All and Steven, that was crazy. I said, like, in my live, he was like, he thought that he was like Lisa Lampanelli at like one of the old like Comedy Central roasts. Like, he came in with zingers. He was like the greatest defense, a good offense, like that was crazy. But at the same time, I said this already, but so sorry if this is redundant, but it's very obvious the producers are like, you guys, you come in and get them in. Because you're the reason why we're going to have drama on the show, because we're not, the tell-alls. You're the reason why we're going to have like some like clickbaity or like, oh shit moments. It's because you guys are going to like get mad at each other. That way we don't have to have our beautiful professional host, Sean Robinson, like do anything messy, which was the choice they made. I started watching a Hallmark movie last week, and the white pretty boy looking guys and a generic white woman cast bored me. Yeah, it's like it just it is like the kind of content you can have on when you just want Christmas on, like having Christmas music on. You're in and out, honey, you're cleaning. I've been decorating every morsel of my home inside and outside, so I get that. My nose is like itching. What else, my loves? Are you into this season? I am into this season, if you can tell. I think it's going to be good. And that super teaser, as I said, delicious. Cheesy, delicious and cheesy, like a quesadilla, just like warm and gooey and shocking. Maybe with like a center that's like a jalapeno. Ah, I'm keto. I don't watch Hallmark movies. Oh, honey. I get that. Honey, she can't have any sugar. She has to have only salty. Holy crap, how many doors is there? LOL. Hello. Wait, that's so funny. You just like don't think about how something looks until this moment. Holy crap, how many doors are there? That's so funny. Isn't this weird? Yeah, there's a it look yeah. All of those is a closet. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, this is just a closet. These are just the doors. The closet. This is like my dad. I mean, this is my dad's. You're in my dad's office, which I converted to my workout room during COVID. So closet, closet, and then it's like in here is a bathroom, like an ensuite bathroom, and here is the exit out the door, out into the other parts of the house. Um, yeah, would this look better if this was like mirrored? I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right, wouldn't it? Well, it does look like a bunch of white doors with, you know, the molding, I guess, or whatnot. That's so funny. It looks like some weird, like, at a game show station or like some like Alice in Wonderland like exhibition. That's so funny. Ah, just like run in and out. Oh, Chris, you look great. Thanks. Yeah, I'm wearing just like I realized I got up. I was like, oh my God, I'm like tucked in, tucked in. Oh, super chat just for explanation and thanks. I should, I don't know what I thought. First of all, I was just very funny to me, and you're right. You're very observant, and it's very. Why does it look like there's so many doors? That's truly hilarious. And thank you so much for that super chat. Super chat. It's very nice and generous of you, but that's so funny. Cribs, yes. This house I live in with my dad, or my dad's house that I'm just like staying in, you know, is very interesting. And yeah, started my life. I started COVID in West Hollywood. I still have my apartment there because it looks like a mausoleum where I left all my stuff, and I've just been living in this house with my dad since the first runs of the supermarkets happened because I didn't want to be like isolated alone. And then I just like sort of, oh my God, look at all the door emojis, you guys. I love you. That's so funny. I just ended up liking living in a house more than where I was living. And so now this is it, honey. I had no idea I didn't notice a million doors before. I mean, more nor me. It looks crazy. No, that looks crazy. What does it look like? Like people are gonna pop their heads out? You're right. So design wise, what should it be? Okay, so let's talk. Yeah, you know now that that's a bathroom, that's the door out of this room, and that all of these are is the closet. It's one closet, like, but it's are they supposed to be? I mean, because like sliding doors, but isn't that shittier looking? Mattel was crazy. He was making me so mad. Yeah, it's freaky. I mean, Steven just like I don't. Steven was crazy. I mean, it feels like the producers get him riled up to deliver things. But when he actually does and he gets the reaction that any normal person would give him, he's like caught unguarded. He's like, "What? You guys really think it's crazy that I'd want a threesome or that I would just push my religion on someone?" Like he gets caught or not caught, he just gets talked to by someone with logic and he's like, "It's so strange." He's very strange. Yeah, paint them gray. I don't know, that would work. Okay, so it has to be like maybe like a different color. The doors. Yeah, if I was to be honest, oh yeah, the whole room's white. Now I think about, I mean, the whole room's white. That's it's like white wood. So like that is the top. I'm sorry. What's that? What's that roof? That's the ceiling. Yeah, I kept saying roof. That's the ceiling. It's just like everything's white in this room. My dad's home. Oh wow, I've been talking for a long time. Oh Lord. Okay, well, Listen, I gotta go. I love you guys so much, truly. It's been really fun talking to you this long. So, okay, so I'm going to do following. I will come back and I promise you I'm going to do a following, which is my pop culture show this week. Wahiyat Allah, which is how you say swear to God in Arabic. And when it comes to 90 Day, I'm having a holiday party on Sunday. So I need to work out when I can go live. Okay. I don't know when the best thing is to do. Ideally, the best thing would be for me to wait till Monday because I don't know when people are going to be gone from my house Sunday. So that's my thing. I'll figure it out though, my loves. Okay. And then a week. So I might have to go live on Monday of next week. So we're talking the 20th. But then the 26th, the day after Christmas, is the following Sunday. And I will be going live on the 26th and I will have special guests. Okay. I really love you guys so much. I really appreciate you being here. I mean, there's 105 people in this room. Also, have you liked this video? Oh my God, why do I forget to ask? Will you, if you haven't yet, or because I literally just forget to say anything and then, God bless, then I'll like upload a video and there'll be like 2 likes and then, YouTube won't show anyone. Will you like this video? It's incredibly annoyingly important just to like, or just engage with it in some way. So you can even dislike it or share it or whatever you want to do in some capacity. Also, like I said, in my live for the tell all, which you can watch, I want to do, and we'll be doing edited recaps. So I will be doing one that I will shoot for this season, for this new episode. That'll hopefully be up tomorrow or Tuesday. I want to get back to doing those with the lives because I miss being funny and edited well. And so I think they're also easily shareable, where sometimes I get like, a live isn't. So having said all of that, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for liking this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for my super chats and my mods. Your presence and your comments and just like engaging with me. I mean, your time and your energy to do so is like the gift in itself. And it's remarkable how comforted or loved or secured one can feel by the gift of time and energy. Like I feel it with you right now. And Memphis feels it every time she gets a good morning text. It's like relatively, it's free. So this feeling, just remind us all that we can always have it. Dad, you want to come in and say goodbye to my lives just for a second? Please, you look great. Just once when you look great. No? No. He walked by. Okay, so remember that because you can really give that a lot to people in need during the season and it's free. So other than that, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. Of course, I have a private Facebook group. That's Vanity Farah. Again, thank you so much to everyone who just was like here all these past 2 hours talking to me. And the 94 people in this room right now listening to me. And I mean, I really appreciate it. And I just hope I want to remind you of the warmth I feel for your presence and love, and then also remind myself that like I want to pay it forth. So let's just like keep doing that. Like let's just ping it back and forth from each other and then all out into the world. Give me a rough season, but happy holidays. And so truly feel my warmth and my energy. I really appreciate it. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves and one another. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Okay? Be happy. Make healthy choices for yourself. Try and surround yourself with as much love and warmth and family as you can and give it out in warmth and smiles and hugs and touches. Okay? All right? Bye, baby boo.